Senior Jason Bonney and his date Celeste Williams, class of '88. Senior Brian Leister and his date Dana Grohosky, also a Boyertown senior. Senior Karen Freed and her escort Andy Zinger, class of '89. Senior Colleen Eisenhard and her escort Tom Kresanowski, Pottstown, '88. Senior Barb Weber and her escort Chris Cattell, Boyertown, '89. Senior Steve Morris and his date Jenny Ryder, Boyertown, '89. Senior Steve Renninger and his date Stephanie Wasson, class of '89. Senior Victoria Forcino and her escort Jerry Ryder, class of '87, Abington. Senior Robert Eilick and his date Sue Hollick, another senior. Senior Kim Heath and her escort Creed Hyatt, also a Boyertown senior. Senior Mark Lukens and his date Stacy Pritzman, Ephrata, '88. Senior David Bender and his date Kathy Motes, also a Boyertown senior. Senior Patricia Cook and her date David Rush, Boyertown, '84. Senior Deb Hojecki and her escort John Kunias, Boyertown, '85. Senior Mark Moyer and his date Janine Astorino, Boyertown, '88. Senior Edward Fisher and his date Jennifer Moyer, Antietam, class of '88. Senior Matt Hiriak and his date Heather Horn, also a Boyertown senior. Senior Shannon Canavy and her escort Patrick Ecker, Ole Valley, '84. Senior Doreen Schatz and her escort Michael Kummerer, Boyertown 88. Senior Bradford Bossler and his date Teresa Culp, also a Boyertown senior. Senior Randy Botts and his date Vicky Dobson, Boyertown 87. Senior Christopher Wright and his date John Janizelli from Plymouth Whitemarsh, 1988. Senior Rachel Overholzer and her escort Paul Nimmerrichter, Boyertown 88. Senior Ernie Frack and his date Kelly Kingener, Boyertown 89. Senior Andrea Galloway and her escort Todd Wilkinson, Perkiomen 88. Senior Carnig Caprellian and his date Susan Shaw, also a Boyertown senior. Senior Colleen Delaney and her escort Chris Chrisman, Boyertown 89. Senior Michael Edwards and his date Arlene James, also a Boyertown senior. Senior Dan Yoakum and his date Kim Idle, another Boyertown senior. Senior Rebecca Culp and her escort Walt Helensky, Bishop Kenrick, class of 86. Senior Pam Willing and her escort Trevor Hart, Boyertown 86.